Recent progress in artificial intelligence, AI, is phenomenal. AI can identify people's faces, listen to voices and translate the language, drive cars, and even beat world champions in the game of Go. Did you know that these are delivered by deep learning that mimics the brain's learning machinery? Our AI and Brain Science project started in 2016 with the aim of utilizing AI to better understand brain functions and to adopt that knowledge into future designs of AI.
Today's advances in artificial intelligence is based on brain-inspired technologies like deep neural networks and reinforcement learning. Today's brain science also requires advanced AI technologies in order to utilize massive data coming from technologies like neuroimaging and sequencing. So we started this project on AI and brain science in order to bring together people from both AI and brain science fields and to share the knowledge and to tackle the problem of the common interest. We also aim to support young researchers aspiring in this interdisciplinary field and to create international research community.
The research project started in the summer of 2016 with 11 principal investigators. A further 28 principal investigators were recruited to advance research in 3 groups: on perception and prediction, control and behaviors, and cognition and sociality. Let's take a look at what results have been achieved by the project. How do we learn to move our body and make decisions? Reinforcement learning is a core AI theory for behavioral learning. The project researchers investigated how reinforcement learning is realized in the brain.
We have investigated brain mechanisms of decision making. To make a decision, we choose one from the several options. To do that, we give the value to each option. Dopamine neuron has a very important role for calculating the value. So particularly, dopamine is thought to generate the reward prediction error. So reward prediction error is the difference between predicted reward and actual reward, the difference. How the brain calculate the value? If actual reward is better than predicted, so dopamine neuron fires. This reward prediction signal is a very key chemical to learn the value. In this experiment, so after the delay, we gave the reward signal. Same reward was given, but after the high cost, monkey preferred this reward signal than after the low cost signal. So we looked also dopamine. Then dopamine neuron showed more activity after to the reward cue after the high cost than low cost.
The neurotransmitter dopamine has been known to be important for the learning process. So this learning process is based on good or bad experiences in life. But our findings showed dopamine neurons are also important for our decision-making process. So in this process, the animal decide which option to be chosen. And we found dopamine neurons signal this information as well. An important point is this dopamine signal occurs earlier than the prefrontal cortex, which has been believed to be important for decision process. So our findings indicate dopamine is important for our decision-making process in the brain.
For reinforcement learning, Predicting the reward resulting from an action is the most important computation. But there is a problem. How far a future reward should we predict?
Inspired by the behavior of robots by reinforcement learning to get rewards in a distance, we came up with a hypothesis that the neurotransmitter serotonin regulates how patient we should be in predicting future rewards. And recent advances in optogenetics allowed us to test the hypothesis in direct and precise ways. In the experiment, mice were required to wait with no-spoke behavior into a small window for a food pellet that was expected to come. As we stimulated serotonin neuron by blue light, the mouse could wait longer for a food pellet that was yet to come. This result supports our hypothesis that the serotonin regulates patience for future rewards, and the time they could wait was precisely reproduced by our mathematical model based on Bayesian inference and reinforcement learning.
Research based on these AI theories and methods has greatly advanced our understanding of how the brain learns to act by predicting the future. Project researchers have also applied the knowledge gained from brain science to advanced robot control.
For example, for me, fascinating part of athletes is their agility. In this project, I learned that the agility can be achieved by the hierarchical network of the spinal cord and the brain. Therefore, we mimicked the architecture and designed a humanoid robot that can control the body with short latency and achieve the goal with longer-term planning. Thanks to the brain-inspired control, the robot can switch across different actions for a flow of motor performances.
We learn from the experiences of success and failures. Our neuroscience collaborators found that our brain has distinct pathways for learning from rewards and learning from punishment. Based on these findings, we developed a novel reinforcement learning architectures called max pain. Based on the max pain architectures, our robot can lead to the target position by carefully avoiding damages, for example, by hitting the wall.
Advances in AI derived from studies of the brain are not limited to robot control.
We humans understand where we are, what or who is there, what he or she is speaking. By combining visual, auditory, and haptic, and our actions, our brain can perform such sensory motor integration very efficiently and flexibly by taking into account the uncertainty of different cues. Such a multimodal integration is the basis of our cognition. So based on such insight, we proposed the whole brain probabilistic generative model for developing robots and AI in general. In collaboration with our colleagues at the University of Tokyo and some other universities, we developed a software framework called NeuroSelect to flexibly combine multiple neural networks as probabilistic models.
The project has not only advanced the application of knowledge and technology from AI to brain science and from brain science to AI, but has also fostered a new research community integrating AI and brain science. The project has organized multiple workshops and symposia to promote discussions across AI and brain science. The International Symposium on Artificial Intelligence and Brain Science, which the project organized in October 2020, featured talks and discussions by world-class researchers from both fields and attracted an online audience of more than 1,800 people. Building on the success of the symposium, the project produced a special issue of Neural Networks, a leading journal bridging AI and brain science. It contained perspective papers by the symposium speakers and about 40 papers submitted from around the world. The project also organized summer schools for students and young researchers aiming to integrate AI and brain science. In addition, the project sponsored public outreach events, such as the world's first AI art exhibition at the Okinawa Institute of Science and Technology, and brain science classes for high school students held at Tamagawa University. This combined AI and brain science research has resulted in more than 300 academic papers, many of which have been published in prestigious journals and international conferences. Project members have also started new, large-scale research projects in the cross-disciplinary fields.
So what we realized through this project is that the researchers in AI and brain science have been addressing same problems from different angles. And through collaboration, we could make good progresses in the both directions of AI to brain and brain to AI. We could also create new international research community through symposia and workshops, and by running summer schools and writing joint papers. So we hope that researchers inspired by this project will make further advances in the crossing front lines of artificial intelligence and brain science.